Just about to go back to green from our fourth caution here at Martinsville for debris on the racetrack. Now, let's take you to the crew cam worn by Gary Beveridge on Davey Allison's team. And we can see a couple of potential problems here.
He's a tire carrier. Ooh, Kyle Petty just grazed him as he went by. Eric Horn changing the rear tire. It's on. Gary goes back around, grabs the tire for the left rear. Looks like Raymond Fox on that left rear. All right, hurry up, Davey. Now Davey's got it backed up. And he and Kyle Petty almost got together.
John Kernan.
A good pit stop for Dale Earnhardt, 19 seconds. David Smith said they were going to time their pit stops with this clock right here with a sweep second hand. These guys are in too good a mood back here on the backstretch. The other teams ought to worry.
Well, apparently Dale did beat Hut Strickland to the line when Dale was exiting the pits, and so Earnhardt is now second. Strickland third, followed by Kyle Petty and Brett Bodine as Rusty Wallace continues to lead. We are under green once again.
Here again has gone behind the wall. He has some sort of a problem with his full banded Chevrolet. Something perhaps in the engine.
We keep trying to find somebody that can run with Rusty Wallace, and I don't think Dale Earnhardt's our man, do you?
Doesn't look like it, does it? Rusty just pulled away. He had a big lead before this caution came out.
Almost a half lap on the then second place car of Hut Strickland, who now is in third place. There's Hut third and Kyle Petty fourth.
Rusty Wallace has led the most laps in 1993. In fact, has led the most laps in the 19 races since Buddy Parrott joined the team as crew chief. Here's Earnhardt's driver snapshot. He started 21st, passed the second day qualifier, currently second. That's been his highest, his lowest 22nd. And Earnhardt has yet to collect the 5 points for leading.
And we talked about the brake recirculating valve. Neither of these cars, the 2 or the 3, Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt, neither of these cars have the valve on their car. They think it's something else that could break, could give a problem. They don't have any brake problems, so they don't need it.
Derek Cope had gone behind the wall with a brake pump problem. He is back out on the racetrack now, many laps down.
Kyle Petty's getting pretty racy, Bob.
Yeah, he's looking to take third away from Strickland. Looks inside, going into one.
Well, Kenny Wallace and Michael Waltrip got together coming off of turn 4, and Waltrip almost lost it, but he gathered it back in.
Has had a real steady ride from the 115th lap when he was 7th. He has moved to 2nd, moving to 6th at the end of 145. On lap 175, he was 4th, and now is in the runner-up spot.
And the pit stop was basically what got him up in the second. He was, about a 5th place car before the caution flag. Crew did a super job, got him out in 2nd place.
Many of the pit crews have been working on pit stops. As a matter of fact, the Wood brothers came here and rented the track. They didn't utilize the racetrack itself, but they came here simply to simulate pit stops. And they picked up a couple of seconds in an afternoon's work. And the number 12 car of Jimmy Spencer is slowed down the straightaway as we show you an Autolite field summary.
There we can see the 2nd, 3rd, 4th place car going by Spencer as he's very, very slow.
We understand that maybe he has a transmission problem with the Meineke Ford.
He has pitted on the backstretch. Here's John Kernan.
Jimmy Spencer pulls it in. He's radioed in, says he's got a transmission problem. The hood will go up. The crew will go to work. Jimmy Finnegan and crew trying to figure out what is wrong. They will look under. Jimmy just, all of a sudden, as you guys said, lost speed out on the front straightaway. Now they're looking around. It looks like it's going to be terminal. Jimmy getting ready to take a gloves off. Not a very happy camper right now.
Earlier, we lost the driver who was 10th in points going into this race, Ernie Irvin, and now Jimmy Spencer, who came into this race 9th in points, appears to be through for the day. But Rusty Wallace continues to set the pace, and the best battle on the racetrack is for third between Hut Strickland and Kyle Petty. Rusty, though, is just able to gain an advantage and keep it there, or stretch out the advantage a little bit. So far, in the 214 laps, he has the best car. Courthouses are a major part of the identity of southern counties. And in 1793, the Martin County Courthouse was moved to Martinsville. The county was named after Patrick Henry, who once lived here. Martinsville itself was named for Joseph Martin, and the town was incorporated as a town in 1873 and as a city in 1929. And that's where we are, Martinsville, Virginia, this beautiful clay Earl's Own half-mile racetrack, and Rusty Wallace is the leader of the Haynes 500. It is Earnhardt running second, then back to this battle between Hut Strickland and Kyle Petty.
And a good battle it has been for a good number of laps, Bob, but Kyle Petty just simply cannot find a place to pass. Hut Strickland's had somebody on his bumper all day.
All day long, he sure has.
Davey Allison, we saw them battle for a long, long time. Davey had that slower pit stop and dropped back a little bit. He's about a straightaway behind these two cars right now. But Kyle Petty has taken up the chase on Hut Strickland.
Here's the infrared shot showing you the heat, and that's how hot the groove is. You can see it all the way down the straightaway into the corner and how hot the cars are operating.
It must wonder what it takes to make the heat turn that color. It looks like about 100 degrees maybe.
Yeah, that's a good question. What triggers you? Yeah.
Probably more than
Ooh, Kyle and the 27th car almost made contact going off that fourth corner.
Even on the back of the cars, you can see the heat trailing off.
Especially on the back of Hut Strickland's car, there's a lot of heat back there.
Yeah, a lot of heat.
Hut is feeling the heat on the back of his neck.
Now Petty got
Well, I thought he was going to do it then, didn't you? Now he may use the slower car of Bobby Hillen here to get off the corner.
Now Pillen just go down and give him room and back off the gas now. Yep.
He's got him.
It was a great move on Kyle Petty's part. Saw the opportunity.
And a
jumped
good
in
move
there.
on Bobby Hillen's part as well.
Yeah.
He moved down completely out of the way and gave him plenty of racing room.
Yep.
That's right. When Hillen looked up and saw him side by side, he gave him all kinds of room.
You suppose it's hot enough to cook a quarter pounder in that McDonald's car?
I wouldn't doubt it.
We'll check that next time on our infrared.
There we see Harry Gant is back out on the track, but not running up to speed, but he's behind the wall for a while. But there you see Harry, former winner here at Martinsville.
That's the guy that won the race that time. I said there's no way he was going to win, right?
That's right. As he added to his streak. Inside Dale Jarrett's Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. He is 10th. Just ahead of him is Mark Martin.
Mark Martin running 9th today. Martin has been able to make that charge normally this year, or most of the races this year. Mark Martin has had a car as good as anyone, but today he's just not been able to make that charge. Looks like he's a little bit off, and hasn't been able to adjust so far to run a competitive speed. Of course, I mean, 9th is not bad. The first is better.
Well, they're in some heavy traffic. You see Jimmy Hensley and Ken Schrader passing for position, and that is for position. Both of those drivers are a lap down.
Here's Dale's driver snapshot. Started 11th, currently 10th. His highest placing so far has been 8th on lap 212, and his lowest was 20th on lap 88. Not led a lap today, but few have.
Rusty Wallace has taken care of that, hasn't he?
He and Hut Strickland have just about eliminated. Here's Mark Martin trying to get on the inside of Schrader. He makes it.